Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, IversonWoodWorks. Somebody in another chat asked for a tour of my shop. I'll give you a quick tour. I guess let's start over at the door to the shop. My shop's in my basement. Yeah, my wife's awesome. Trust me, I know. We've got our Ryobi bandsaw, good bandsaw. If you get not the Ryobi blades for it, it's a much better bandsaw and turns into a pretty good one. The capacitor went out on this, and I happen to have another capacitor laying around that was about the same as the other one, so I just put that one on there and it works just fine. Planer, whatever DeWalt planer this is, I bought it so long ago I don't even remember, but I think it's their top of the line one, DW735. Pretty expensive little bugger, and then I made this little stand for it, which of course it wobbles, because back then I did not possess the prowess to do anything like that. And then over here's my dust collection system. It's a 2-stage, just blows out into the backyard. This is the one from Harbor Freight. That's the motor that sucks through this Dust Deputy, the Oneida or whatever Dust Deputy. So the particulate goes into this little Braun trash can, and then the air is sucked out and blown into the backyard that in a normal shop would probably just be filtered. This is my crummy little area where I clear coat stuff. You can see I've got some fans with filters. That clear coat's nasty. My sled for getting an edge on a piece of rough sawn wood. DeWalt miter saw, 12-inch. I use red blades. I don't know what model this is. I started woodworking so long ago, guys. I just don't remember anything. DSW 780. Pretty high-end guy there. What else we got? Wen, big ol' Wen saw that I showed in the last video. Good stuff, love it. What else do we have here? A chair. My wife brought this chair down here when she got a new chair, and sometimes I just sit in the chair. Another Wen drill press, 12-inch variable speed, something or other. There you go. It's pretty dope. It does a good job, but if you have it geared incorrectly, it'll get caught up. A bunch of junk, some Forstner bits, some other stuff. Here's my little bit kit set for routing and other stuff. Got some hole saws in there for various different activities. I got my central machinery lathe here. Let me move my sitting chair out of the way. Central machinery lathe from Harbor Freight. This thing is worth every penny. I turned stuff on it, got my Nova chuck, and some other crap for turning a couple of different sets of chisels. Over here, I didn't put this back together when I moved my wood shop down, but it's a Jet 1632 drum sander. Definitely have this probably until well after I'm dead. This thing's badass. I'm not sure why my wife let me get that, because she's a good person. This little DeWalt job site saw, the only job it has is to run this dado stack, because I sell a lot of coin display racks. Well, I did. I've kind of quit woodworking. I kind of do a little bit. But that dado stack is set at 5/16, and that's the size I use for most of my coin displays, of course, back when I was doing it. And then we got this Bosch router table. It's okay. I found a few things about it that I'm not a huge fan of, and then the motor down here, I think, is a Orange brand, whatever that is. Rigid, go Rigid, Team Rigid. We've got this guy here, just a Wen bench grinder, and I mostly use it to sharpen my chisels for the lathe. My clamp rack, which is not fully, doesn't have all my clamps. They're spread about. Bunch extra glue, more glue. Already showed you guys my glue. Use brown glue for brown wood. Bunch of cabinet clamps. Bunch more, just a bunch of crap, you guys. Levels and squares and hearing protection and eye protection and all kinds of gobbledygook. Sanding discs. I'm usually a 150 grit guy. Some gloves. All of my recording equipment that I'm using now, and then this piece is going to be part 2. We're about to film part 2 of this. My shelf of spray paint and polyurethane and lacquer and all of that nonsense. All of my jigs and stuff are down there. A whole bunch of deck screws. Another cabinet clamp that my brother gave me for Christmas that I never used yet. There's a vise, a bench vise that I didn't reattach. And then we've got the rigid sanding unit here, which has become a shelf, but it's an oscillating sander. I think that's what it's called. Where are the vital statistics here? I have no idea. You know, it'd be nice if that stuff was visible. Another vacuum. I try to keep the shop clean, but I don't necessarily keep it organized. This is my rigid table saw. I really like this thing. What brand, or what is it? R4512. It's a 10-inch. We've got a red blade in here, fine finish blade. You guys saw that in the last video. But that's a really good table saw. I overworked it once and had to buy a new motor for it, but that's really all I've had to do to it. Maybe lubricate some stuff. It's made me a lot of money. It's made me a lot more money than I paid for it. All right, guys, that's the wood shop. There's not a lot to it. It's not a fancy wood shop, but it gets the job done, and all of this equipment was bought with cash that I earned woodworking. I think my wife originally allowed me to buy a Ryobi chop saw, not a chop saw, a miter saw, and a Ryobi like job site saw, and that's what I started out with. And then I started to get where I was making enough money to buy everything outright with cash. So that's the tour of the shop here at Iverson Woodworks. Let me know if you have any questions. It's not fancy, but it does have some pretty nice equipment. See you guys in the next video. Have a good one.